Hey there! Today we are going to talk about your why for your business. And if you don't start a business with a strong why, it will probably fail. That might sound harsh, but the good news is you're doing this now. So we're good, right? I want you to confidently know you're in this for the right reason and that you've got what it takes to succeed. So today is super important. Here's why I say that it will probably fail if you don't have a strong why. Because in business, it's just not easy. I'm not gonna lie. It is incredibly rewarding, but there are lots of difficult things to learn. There will be times when things aren't going 100% like you thought they would, and there will be challenges that you have to overcome. Maybe you won't make enough sales early on, or maybe you'll have someone leave you a bad review, or who knows, tell you can't do this. Your why has to be stronger than that stuff. It has to be strong enough to keep you going through all those difficulties. So let me just talk a second about my why so you can start to get the wheels turning and think about what yours might be. My why is why I started this community right here, because I have met so many women who say to me, "That's great, you have your own business and work from home. I could never do that." It lights me on fire when people think they can't do this. And I know how much it has meant to me and my family that I'm able to be home with my little kids or shift my work schedule when needed or pick up more work and make more money when we're working towards a big goal. I know how much it's meant to me to feel excited about pushing towards and meeting a goal, like developing myself personally. And I want other women and moms to be able to do this too. So you guys are a huge part of my why. My husband is my other why. I don't want him to have to work so hard for the rest of his life. You guys, he works so hard. And I know that if I use my time wisely, I can build something that will push forward that freedom date and will have enough financial independence that he doesn't have to work so hard. So that's another huge why. And stepping back for a second, my kids were my original why. I started my first business almost 10 years ago, and my oldest daughter is 5. So several years before I even had kids, I knew I wanted to have my own business that I could always be home with my kids and be there for them. There have been times, some of those mountains to climb like I referenced earlier, when my business was taking so much time that I wasn't able to spend time with my kids. And you guys, that shook me to the core, because they are the reason that I even have a business in the first place. So in that case, I had to kind of step back and go back to the basics, my why, and shift my business to fit my why and not the other way around. In that case, I had to step back for a year and kind of reevaluate how I could spend more time with my kids and fit my business more around my family. So another thing for you guys to think about, I once heard it described as, if your why was in a burning building, if your dream was in a burning building in danger of dying forever, would it be strong enough that you would do whatever it takes to run in and rescue that dream? Is it being there for your kids? Is it desperation to have a life of freedom from the 9 to 5? Is it literally financial survival if you're struggling like crazy right now? Whatever it is, you need to take some time to define it, write it down, and feel it to your core. It needs to be something so strong and a dream so vivid and clear in your mind that it overpowers everything. It has to overpower your desire not to, because times will be hard. I can tell you that for certain. And you need that thing, that why, to look to help you through it so you don't have to go back to the way things were before. So I want you to grab your worksheet that was sent in today's email and work through the questions listed, define your why for starting a business. And if you're not doing the email part of the course yet, I'll include a link in the comments above so you can get the worksheet and email side of this 3-day Confident Business Kickoff to frame up and refine your dream business and get going. I will see you in tomorrow's lesson.